the George Washington University, at the intersection of policy, practice, and research, connecting all that Washington has to offer with an intellectual environment that drives progress, transforming vision into action, offering learning experiences that are rigorous, real-time, and real-world. In a city shaping the future, George Washington is a place where faculty and students don't just study the world, they work to change it.
Hello, my little pog champs, once again. Welcome back to EGFC season number 3, week number 5. It's us, today I'm Glenn Fang, bringing to you some hot Super Smash Bros. Action. We got George Washington University going up against Siena College. Sean 9S, how are you doing today, my friend?
Eating chicken fingers with pasta right now. I think I've stumbled upon a discovery that it's really good. Well done, well done. This is why they pay me the big bucks to be here. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Chicken Finger Enjoyer. I should change my actual gamer tag to that.
That'd be a pretty good tag, CFE. Yeah.
It's like a Twitter ad right there. Chicken Finger Enjoyer.
But let's get to the game.
Oh,
we got
no,
Ovo representing GW. We got Pango representing Siena College. This is a dreadful, dreadful match up for Bowser if Steve is able to get the ball rolling. You get that one forwarder, you get that jab, and you are just able to pile on that damage like there is no tomorrow.
Siena said, hey, good games, good luck, have fun. And then they just put their kill shot at the front for them. Pango, incredible Steve player. Starbucks, also fantastic tag. I'm very curious to see how Starbucks is going to deal with the behemoth that is Bongo, though.
Huh. Wow, look at that forward spike, and that is going to be hit. Bowser can't even make it back from that short of 8 distance. And Pango's already looking so confident, but I like the idea to go for that rising forward there, but that is too slow of an option. You need to opt for like an up tilt, or just back away from the situation.
Yeah, this is looking mighty tough. There are ways for Bowser to really get advantage. You know, Steve being pretty tall, you know, Fair is a really good lead-in tool. Up be a very great out-of-shield option to execution test Steve, because, you know, don't be fooled. Steve does have buttons that are not safe on shield. You know, minecart being I think the first hurdle.
Wow. Yeah, Sean, go on.
There's some interactions in this game that just break me. The back air extending off of the minecart right there, actually getting Pongo killed because Pongo tried to elytra cancel into a smash attack right there. Really, really funny stuff right there from Starbucks.
Going for that down smash setup once again. Tries to go for another down smash at the ledge, and now Starbucks with a bit of momentum for themselves. Tries to go for it all with that side B, but that F smash is finally going to be able to clean it up. So once again, a huge, huge lead for Pango. If they get that grab, if they get that forward, if they get that jab, if they get that up tilt, it is over.
Oh my god, okay. Not actually opting to keep going. I don't know if Bowser, if Steve's jab, if Bowser can tough guy through it. Oh my god, he's stoppling him. He's being stobbled. What is happening?
What just happened?
Pango just comes back with like crazy stuff every week.
Did you see that momentum that
was
Steve
wild.
had?
What
That
is
looked like
happening?
a dash jump.
Am I in a
What was
fever
this?
dream? We've just been served up like 3 interactions.
What? What is happening?
I am seeing so many things that I have never seen before all at the same time. And I need replays on like all of them. Pongo just broke my brain with how incredible that was.
The block canceled up smash
What
back
on
air.
earth? What on earth?
What
What in
on earth?
blazes? And then you just see that there's
I'm losing my
Stone Cold
mind.
Killer.
I need to see that up smash. I really need to see that up smash again. Like.
Do we have that? I don't know if we have that. I don't think we have that though.
Oh, that is so
That was
tragic.
funny.
I want somebody to look at those that up smash.
It's because I guess so, the minecart, I guess, changes sizes depending on who's placed within it. And because Bowser is so gosh darn big, the minecart expanded to be his size, meaning the hurt box of it is bigger. And Bowser got that back air off it. This game is wacky, goofy, fun times, yes. Well done by Sir Pongo of Siena College. Splendid punishes by his Steve.
That was actually some of the most absurd Steve play that I've seen in a minute.
That was ridiculous.
And listen, I've seen a lot of Steve.
Bowser's
Some
the
might say,
playground.
that might say a little bit too much, an unhealthy amount of Steve. I have never seen up smash multi-hits at the ledge into back air. I have never seen a Steve jump with that kind of momentum. There was so much happening.
I feel like Starbucks needs to contact their therapist after that game, because that game would put me into therapy, literally. If a Steve player ever did that to me.
Goodness. Oh, jeez. Game
Game 2. Game 2. This is what I'm saying, the kill shot. Pongo has so much Steve experience under their belt that they've just really... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, it keeps going. Pongo's really entertaining to watch. I know it's Bowser, so like Bowser is the blueprint for like every combo video ever, but my lord. I love that Starbucks trying to respect the minecart there, but even if they did shield it, it's still a command grab.
There was just so much happening, but okay, finally, slowing down the pace a little tiny bit, tries to catch the landing, tries to go through the up smash, but a beautiful parry punish is now going to set up into a bit of a ledge trap for Starbucks, but not going to be able to find any hits.
One thing I want to note is that Starbucks is missing a little bit of key set play here, especially against characters like Steve. Like every time Starbucks has gotten Pongo on a platform, they haven't really opted to chase with side B, which is a really quick option. I believe it's frame 6. It can catch tech in place really well, or even tech rolls from Steve on platforms, since there's a finite amount of space you can really control with it. That being said, Starbucks being a lot more cautious this time than they were game 1.
Excellent punish on the down smash though, but the minecart more than enough when you get such a high percent to be able to get the stock. So you know what Pango wants? Wants an up tilt, wants a jab, wants a forwarder, wants a grab. All of these big combo tools for Steve, and there it is, but then ends up jumping a little bit too far back and does not find the next up tilt.
Wow.
As back here from Starbucks closes the stock.
All right. Starbucks looking a lot better this time around, getting just hit a whole lot less, staying very evasive. I'm liking the timing on the double jumps too. There is a lot of damage that Bowser's going to take off of one interaction from Steve, especially with these diamond weapons out. So Starbucks definitely has to be a lot more careful with that. Pango blowing themselves up.
Yeah, Pango that time not going to be able to air dodge through it, but it's okay because that down smash at the end of the day set up into the edge guard. They found the down air, and now Pango is just chilling. They're hanging out. They're stalling a little bit, waiting out all of that invincibility, and there it is, baby. More up tilts.
Pango just knowing also the correct combo route every single time. They just seem to have answers for every single situation they've been presented with, and it's kind of led, Starbucks, and again, trying to go low on that recovery right there. It's hard. What are you supposed to do there against Steve? I think literally you just have to force a high recovery or just get really close to the stage and ride the side of it up there. Bananas.
Yeah, that whole interaction was just really unfortunate because
That was a call out though. You saw the double jump that Pongo went out very far off stage because Bowser is so big. They made sure they wanted to make sure that that Starbucks wasn't really able to get in over Pongo on that recovery right there. So it was really good. Or Pango, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing wrong. I've been saying Pongo this whole time. I don't know if it's Pongo or Pango.
we'll be able to get confirmation on that in a bit, but either way, that was Pango being Pango, just doing a phenomenal job as always. The edge guards were on point, the anvils just constantly having the iron on deck that they needed to be able to get it. So with that being said, that means already Siena College off to a 6-point lead, a beautiful way to start off. They got momentum and such a heavy hitter right off the gates too. If I'm GW, I'm a little bit spooked.
If I'm George Washington himself, I am rolling in my grave with my little sheep teeth in my mouth. Did you know that he had a sheep tooth grill? Did you know that? Did you know he also chopped down a cherry tree?
We'll see you guys in a little bit. We'll go ahead and wait for the next two players to jump on it, so don't go anywhere quite yet. Hello gamers, and we are back with some more Super Smash Bros. Action. We got Cranberry from George Washington. I am extremely entertained by the fact that we had Starbucks and then Cranberry.
Yeah.
This is good content.
'Tis the season after all. We are in fall, and it is November, so I can think of no more apt of a player to be showing up on this stream right now than Cranberry coming out of George Washington University.
Dashing back and forth, gonna be looking for that big hit. Fox already at 72%. You smell that? I smell jab back hill percentage. I smell side B.
I smell Fox exploding very soon, but this is going to be a very high-octane match right here. We've got two characters that are really good, with really insane ground speed, with really insane air speed, with really insane advantage state on each other, so we're just going to be seeing hits being traded back and forth throughout the duration of this entire
Says that the tech chase dashes back to try to bait the tech roll out, but then just not in the right place at the right time to be able to punish it. I like the idea from LAX, but just slightly dropped in that execution.
And we are seeing Lax try to get in just a little bit, try to force their way in with, falling. I'm trying to see a falling there into up smash. I don't know if we're out of the percent range for it just yet, but I also know that Fox excels at tech chasing, albeit it can be a little bit more difficult online given the innate latency. Wow, that was good fuck.
Well, beautiful down tilt, but I would have actually opted to go for an F tilt though. But you know what? I do like the down tilt just because that would have been definitely safe. And on shield, this is anybody's stock to take. Back heel is not going to be able to do it, but Lax committing so much off stage. Oh goodness, that's it.
To be fair, hitting that dare through stage as Roy is pretty hard. Sometimes you'll even get the sour spot that knocks Fox upward rather than getting the direct spike down. So it's definitely not too bad that Lax is going off stage.
Look at that movement. Lax was just sitting there jumping, short hopping, slipping and sliding, and then found that F smash. So really good stuff.
Yes. All right, though. We're not really seeing any very early percent combos coming out of Lax. We're seeing them get like maybe one up tilt. They got to find their opening. Fox does have the Vortex. You just have to find your first initial hit and figure out how to capitalize on
falling back to dash attack, neutral it, and then tries to go for another dash attack. Ooh. I think that's exactly what you talked about, but Fox being so light, Roy having so much kill power, Lax only needed to be at 66% for that to be it.
And now this can really be played to Cranberry's pace. I like the usage of up B out of shield right there. I feel like that's going to be very crucial for when Lax doesn't land safely. Because, make no mistake about it, you can punish Fox Nair on your shield. A lot of Foxes will try to cross up with it, but Roy's up B does have super armor when grounded, so you can definitely deal with unsafe landings on your shield. Oh my god. This could be a stock too if any of these double-edge dances land.
An insurmountably high amount of pressure just goes out there, tries to go for the down air, which is so nice because you fall, and then you have enough time to be able to ledge trap.
That was a parry side B with punish if I've ever seen one. I've watched enough Goblin gameplay. All right, though. Oh, I like that, actually. I like the jab side B coming out right there. Didn't get the right hits of it, and Lax was definitely DIing correctly for this entire time.
Then they fast fell all the way out there, and Cranberry didn't even need to go for such a punish. They could have just done F smash.
So if you notice, the initial hit of that dare missed. That was not positioning for dare, but because Fox grabbed the ledge out of up B, and it was a regrab off ledge, Cranberry was able to get that sweet spot dare because of it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now
One to hit.
As
One to
Fox
hit
is so
otherwise.
like. If a Fox grabs a ledge, you absolutely have to kill him for it.
Oh,
because think about it this way, that recovery is already so linear and predictable as it is, so you already know the timing that he's going to snap onto the ledge. It's not like he has any other options at that point. So Cranberry did a really good job just playing the matchup, getting those early kills, catching Lax, jumping in really exploitable positions. And I feel like they just finished chewing their food really, really well.
Oh, yeah.
Lax, they started to get those low percent combos towards the end, but the way that Lax pressured with their movement, especially like their first stock, where they just like jumped and flipped around and got the F smash, or the dash back up smash, I love how they implement their movement, and I can't wait to see it in game 2.
I agree. I do need to see them implemented a little bit better though, because again, Siena College needs to keep this lead going. You don't want all the hard work that Pango did that first set to go to waste here, as Cranberry does take that game 1. I feel like it is within the realm of doability for Lax. I just feel like they need to finish their food a little bit more consistently. Fox's win conditions are a little bit more out there because it's either an up smash out of shield or a falling fair up smash. And then after that, after those percentages go away, you either have to rely on tech chases or straight aerials to really kill. So it can be kind of tough against a character like Roy, who has a lot more kill options readily at the helm.
I feel like that definitely really could have been it for Lax.
Oh, yeah.
So just because they ran out of the double jump with that spike connected, that definitely would have been it. And again, we're in the same position, but Cranberry keeps missing these down airs. Honestly, running out there and throwing out a counter might not be the worst choice.
All right, though. All right, Cranberry giving up the ledge a little bit, but manages to still catch Lax off guard here. And I'm liking the immediately dash aways after these jabs. You know, two jabs on shield, they're not safe. Even one jab on shield, depending on the spacing, can't be is not safe on shield sometimes. So I'm liking the mobility Cranberry is displaying. I also definitely agree with this triplat counter pick.
Oh, look at all this shield pressure. He tries to maybe dash away like on instinct, but when you're stuck on the platform like that, you have to get a little bit more creative with your shield pressure options. Cranberry was ready for the roll in. They sat there, but then they never actually pressed F tilt.
Ooh, tried to catch the side B with the jab, but Lax gonna manage to just sneak right through there. And this is looking tough for Lax right now. It just seems like Cranberry's movement has been keeping Lax guessing in terms of tempo. Lax can't really nail a solid punish.
Not at all, just dashing back and forth, being so patient, and that's exactly what I mean about Lax pressuring with the movement, not committing to a button, not even committing to so much as a shield, and then falling out of the side B. Oh, good.
Oh my gosh.
Lax is cool.
Oh, the F tilt was actually faster than up smash right there, so Cranberry actually ended up winning that interaction. If Lax got that up smash off in time, Cranberry would have died, but I don't know the frame differential there. It's got to be like a 2-frame difference, though. You saw that F smash being reeled up and ready to go.
Something along those lines, because they were both like relatively fast moves. And oh goodness, thankfully Cranberry did not input a fastball on that neutral aid, because otherwise that would have definitely been the stock. But now Lax, I like the delayed neutral aid to maybe account for the spot dodge, but a little bit too slow on it as Cranberry just mashes out of the situation. Wow. Wow,
that F smash actually killed right there. Yeah, Fox's weight really doing Lax in quite frequently. Like, they have to really notice these F smashes. They really have to notice when they're gonna rip. Cranberry's been doing lots of dashback F smashes to catch these overextensions on Lax, or just catching Lax's landing. So Lax is gonna have to be a little bit safer on landing.
No. Okay,
boy.
That's not going to take it quite yet on Town and City. That definitely would have.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that foiler just swatting away Fox. Can be foiled into another up B. Gets the down air, but not the spike. Hitbox. Cranberry just recycling the situation over and over. Now you got Fox stuck at ledge.
Oh, that was supposed to be Bear. Where was the chair? All right, Lax with a second lease on life this last stock here. They got to make something happen or else the sets are going to go up. Being tied 1-1 right now, but it's looking so dire. Literally one big hit from Cranberry is going to be able to seal this. One sweet spot.
Yeah, not committing at all. Cranberry just playing that second game so well. Finding a back two just to be able to scoop it up. That was honestly such a dominant performance from them, especially towards the end of that game. They just piled on that momentum.
Yeah, I agree. Really, really solid play from Cranberry right there. Just kind of whiff punished Lax a ton. Kept the advantage going. Both of these players, honestly, doing such a fantastic job of threatening movement or options out of movement on each other. So definitely keeping the other guessing this entire time. But Cranberry looking so masterful right there. You know, got the punishes they really needed. Got the big hits, and I feel like it was just simply a character property thing as well. Like, look at that. That was 60. That was a kill at 60 from F Smash. All because Lax was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah. Gotta say though, even though like Lax, a big difference between these two is that Cranberry was not losing their stocks nearly as early as Lax was. Right? Because anytime that Lax would just slightly mess up, that'd be going F smash, that'd be going side B. Lax was schmoving. Some of the movement, some of the pressure with the dashing back and forth, I actually thought was really, really high level and really well done. Especially because they knew how dashing and approaching that way made the opponent react. And as a result, they were able to catch a lot of jumps and a lot of dropped shields just by virtue of doing that. But unfortunately, good movement is not all that you need. You got to be able to close out those stocks too. And with that being said, we're going to move on to our third set of the day between these two schools. So don't go anywhere quite yet. We'll see you in a bit.
I thought you were going to say we're going to schmoove ourselves out of it. Ow, my mic is
Already
hot.
gamers and oh jeez, my mic is hot. Wow. Goodness.
What the heck?
We're back. We have Jayco83 going up against Waffle, representing GW and Siena, respectively. Hope everybody's been having a lovely day, enjoying the stream thus far. So we got Terry going up against Sonic, and that's going to be Jayco on the Terry and a Waffle on the Sonic, of course.
So we've seen a lot of fighting game characters struggle with Sonic. I'm of the opinion that Terry probably has the best spread of the fighting game characters against Sonic, just by nature of him. You know, once he does get his initial hits, he can confirm that into more damage consistently, as we're already seeing right here. Out of Jayco. So sorry if I'm butchering your tag completely. Jayco.
Okay,
so J and A are capitalized.
Hopefully somebody from the school will be able to help correct us. Gamers, the last thing that we want to do is mispronouncing tags. So it would be always really, really helpful if it's not like super intuitive. Please just to let us know, just in general, you know. But yeah.
Sometimes I'm overthinking. Sometimes I'm overthinking because it's spelled like taco, right?
I don't know.
Either way.
But that being said, lovely tech chase with the F smash. Jayco was able to close the ledge. You know what Terry wants? They want that down tilt. They want to be able to get that up, the up beat.
And this is Waffle's game, honestly, at this point. Waffle gets so much damage off of these interactions on Jayco. And Jayco kind of just whiff punishing. You know, the last thing you want to do is swing, being the person to swing first in front of Sonic, because he can whiff punish you. He has literally a move that can home into you to automatically whiff punish you without even having for you to aim that move at him.
But you know what, speaking of moves that you don't really need to aim, let's talk about Terry Jab. Let's talk about auto turnaround.
Rising
just
tackle.
Because of that, Jayco was just able to go ahead, just jab, and then found the uppie to be able to close it out. And if anybody can put on damage, it is Terry.
Oh, yes.
But it is all about finding that big initial hit. How do you actually do it?
Jayco's getting called out a lot, again, for just swinging, and Waffle's just been whiff punishing adequately every single time with these F smashes. We do have Go on, so we are going to be seeing some Buster Wolves coming out right here. Nice confirm right there by Jayco.
That was also just good recognition that was homing attack, but backfield not going to be able to kill a super heavy quite yet. Terry, he's got those gains. That is a man of pure muscle mass. He's not going anywhere.
He's strong.
Yeah, that's right, Sean. You tell him.
And Waffle, again, another whiff punish going to be coming out right here. Jayco has to stop swinging first in these instances. Oh my god, but excellent up tilt to power Geyser right there, or Geyser. Don't know why Terry says it like that. It's Geyser, Terry. Come on.
Come on, Terry, get it together, bud. But I'm actually really impressed that the guys who connected, because Waffle was like almost a little bit too far to the left of it. That was so close to not even confirming. Oh my goodness! All of a sudden, when you're the Terry with momentum and you have Go on that is one of the scariest things.
Yeah, he's a scary character. He's really got high damage confirms both off of up tilt. Like look at that! That almost killed right there. Off of up tilt and jab. Like I believe if jab Buster Wolf will connect right here and it will kill if it hits like center stage. I mean that's a lot of rage on Mr. Terrence Bogard right now.
But what a stage spike, that was beautiful stuff. And just like that, Waffle evening up this stock count, but you have so much to make up for. Sonic is not exactly known for its like high damage output.
One more jab power dunk or down tilt bird knuckle will confirm it to a kill right here. Terry has no shortage of kill confirms right here.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Listen, if the side B did a break shield, it would have hit Waffle and they still would have died. But let's talk about what happened. Do you know what happened? You know what Waffle misplayed? You know what they do?
He didn't kill.
No, it wasn't that. It was trying to punish a down B that hit your shield. Down B has deceptively low end lag. You either need to intercept it whilst the move is already happening, or you need to go for a really low committal option. Let's say you got like a nice little jab they can throw out, or you just
turnaround
and respect it. Because the amount of lag that Down B has is deceptively low. Every Terry wants to spot dodge punish it. Every single one just wants to spot dodge whatever you're trying to whiff punish with, and then explode you for it.
Those are really good kill confirms by Jayco too. Every time they managed to get damage on or get like a starter, they always saw it through to the end right there. That's just good damage. Terry is a very high interaction, high damage character. He was designed to do close quarter combat really, really well.
Yep.
And that is going to be the point total being tied up right there, I believe, for George Washington. So this could get pretty ugly for Siena. Siena, one of the biggest competitors in this league right now. George Washington kind of starting to stick it to them a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not really typical that we do see like such reversals after such a confident game one, but it seems like both schools have so much to bring to the table this season. Going to be running right back to Final Destination, considering, you know what, how well Jaco played here. Don't mind this at all.
Oh, yeah. We got the Picto Chat music blaring. Such a goofy song.
It's so good, though. It's a bop.
Good. Introduced in Brawl. Good old Brawl. When I saw this stage for the first, when I saw the Picto Chat stage for the first time, I was like, whoa. But speaking of which, Waffle really hot out the gate, but this is the exact same scenario we found ourselves in game one. It was only a matter of time till Jaco was really able to get their momentum started up for Waffle to deal with.
And now we're seeing Waffle start to punish those power dunks a little bit tighter. They're waiting, they're repositioning themselves, and then after they, just before Jaco lands, does that side B hitbox come out. But this is so scary. That is a Terry with Go at 113%. Sonic has no immediate way to be able to take the stock either. What's the play here?
Ooh, I'll tell you what the play is. It's taking massive damage from that down tilt, up tilt. Power guys are confirmed. That was insane right there from Jaco. And yeah, you just gotta get this go off. This is where the game really starts to begin for Terry, is when he can get those high damage interactions. That was 50 off of one hit right there. So Waffle needs to find some way to just take it off the board, throw Terry off stage, and just get stage control and try to go for an edge guard. You can do that. Terry, albeit being able to make it back from nearly anywhere, you have to capitalize when he's off stage, especially. That's where he's at his weakest.
Oh, and there it is, the same exact edge guard in such a slow stage spike. What a tragedy, but either way, right now Jaco with a pretty nice and confident lead for themselves. They're trying to track Sonic, and they fall for it again. Yep. You can't go for any immediate goals in. You can't cross up Terry's shield because of that auto turnaround.
Especially after Power Dunk, too. You have to either have a very good Nair out of shield or a very good out of shield option, like an up B or something like that, to adequately punish Power Dunk, or just grab it consistently. Sonic can definitely has the ground speed to keep up. That was good. Yeah, no jumpy.
That's all it takes.
Yeah.
If you have no double jump skis, especially as Terry, you are basically skis. What just happened?
Oh,
what just happened?
That was a true input down B right there. I don't know what happened just now, or did we get kicked out? So are they still going at it? Okay, so there was just a little oopsie whoopsie. This hasn't happened in a minute, actually, for us, which is good.
We need a bit of a...
That happens. I haven't actually seen that happen in a long time, which is a pretty good thing.
That's a good sign.
The connection has been kind of PogChamp. So
we're on LAN, baby.
We're on LAN.
LAN gang. You should not try to play any online game with Wi-Fi. I'm sorry. At minimum, have a power line adapter, even though that's not really a wired connection. Do your best. Given your, because I know home circumstances can be rough sometimes. I know a bunch of friends that have had power line adapters and even still try to play with power line adapters. And it's tough out here. But sometimes little hiccups happen. Nintendo's netcode is far from flawless, unfortunately. So it was last stock for both of them. So honestly, that could have gone either way. Either way, we're just gonna see these replays real quick, I suppose.
That is tragic. Imagine getting down tilted at 60% and then dying. Terry is so funny. This game is so funny. Every time I see this game happen, there's no point in getting upset about it because you're just like, yep, that's ultimate, baby.
All right, so we are going to be going into a game 3 as Waffle did take that with, I believe, 1 stock left on the board right there for both players. So it's going to be 1 point for both Jaco and 1 point for Waffle. So Siena College still eking out the lead ever so slightly. This game 3 is going to be everything as we go into the rest of the set, because this is the 3rd set.
Hey, want to say something. I'm feeling good today. I'm enjoying these sets. I'm having a good time.
It's a good time.
So, just want to say thank you to everybody that was able to help make this happen. Shout out to the audience who are watching this. Shout out to everybody that was able to put this event together. You guys are kind of sick. Big fan of y'all.
Feel the exact same way, for real, for real. Yeah. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for joining us here at EGFC. We still have so much more to go as well. Even after this series, we still have 2 more series to go, so If you're looking to watch some nice collegiate Smash action, stay tuned because we're here.
Yep. But this is going to be going to
Ain't
game
going
3,
nowhere.
of course, so you're not going anywhere quite yet. Sean, of course, trying to back out of Castle.
No, whoa.
As
I'm just saying. We've got a lot of action coming up. Besides this set, is what I was trying to say.
Sean, I love you. I'm just trying to make things as
I'm being
difficult as
trolled?
possible.
I need help.
Help, Mom. I'm being trolled.
Stop the count.
I'm being trolled by e-girls on the internet.
Facts. Just turn off your screen. Walk away from the computer screen.
Listen, any of the bullying that I actually dish out can easily be fixed. All you have to do is just click X.
You can just
on
click
a-
X.
Click
It's
X.
that easy. You just walk away from it. Block people. Every social media has a feature where you can block communication with another person. So do that if you're being cyberbullied. You don't have to see anybody's hate on you. You just walk away. It's that easy. What are they gonna do? Keep trying to talk to you?
If
No,
they
no,
do,
no.
That's an issue.
That is an issue.
Actually,
But you can
yeah.
report them after that.
But
to your local
we
authority.
didn't actually get to see the end of game 2, of course, because
Waffle.
that unfortunate disconnect.
Waffle did Sonic stuff. He F smashed probably, or got a stage spike with up B, as we were seeing throughout the duration of most of the set. I'm looking forward to this game 3. This has been an entertaining set. I'm a big fan of Terry, so I've really been enjoying seeing Jaco's Terry do some cool confirms and such.
It's you know
Are
what?
you a Terry hater?
No, here's the thing. I appreciate Terry the same way that I appreciate big dogs. They look great from a distance. But in reality, I'm actually really scared
They're
of dogs.
terrifying.
So I'm if anybody knows me, they see me actually like quake and fear. Same thing with Terry. Seeing Terry stuff happen to other people, hype, sick,
Hype.
cool, hog champ even. Feeling it happen to myself.
Not fun.
When Terry has go and I am on the stage, I experience every possible level of anxiety.
You can just camp him.
It doesn't work that way,
worked.
Sean. In my brain, in my funny little brain, I am going through mental gymnastics, keeping myself composed against Terry. So I treat Terry the same way that I treat big dogs. I leave them in my friends' houses and don't come over.
Very cool.
Yeah, I'm sorry to all my friends that
Very
I have to back
cool.
out. I'm working on it, I promise. And one day, I'll be able to play against my friends who play Terry.
Hell yeah.
But seeing Terry stuff happen to other people is always sick. Yes.
This is shaping up to be a very interesting series. I'm wondering if the rest of the sets are going to be this even or this close. I guess it all depends on the matchups and players we do see from here on out. But either way, we're going into game 3 of Jaco and Waffle. And I really don't know how to call this one. This is PS2.
Yeah.
So easier for Terry to kill off the top, but likewise easier for Sonic to run away from Terry. So we'll see how this
a
goes.
lot of it comes back to this idea, big stage go brr. But a really big thing about having the ability to auto tune around is that Sonic is a cross-up character. A lot of what he does is meant to make you whiff in one direction when he actually ended up crossing up your shield.
Oh, yeah.
Terry has built-in implements to go against that. So, you know, Waffle has to get really, really creative and then sometimes not go for the typical options.
Now we're seeing it. Jaco just playing a lot more carefully this time around. We're seeing a lot more power waves coming out, but Waffle just remaining evasive throughout all of it, getting some very early damage. And again, these F smashes, Jaco's got to figure out how to not run into him. He's been getting hit by so many of them so far.
I'm just running into it, maybe jumping in here and there. And if you're getting hit with so many F smashes like that, you have got to slow down your tempo, your timing for spot dodge, just the times and the places that you choose to jump. You need to just reevaluate yourself and just totally mix it up.
Because these are reads at this point. Now, these are reads on your movement when you're deciding to jump in or move in, and you have to respect that F smash in some capacity.
Setting up a bit of a juggle, tries to go for the falling up air. I like that delayed F tilt because it did catch Waffle dropping the shield.
And one adaptation I've seen from Waffle is that they're not jumping into as many power dunks anymore. You know, we were seeing Jaco use power dunk as an out-of-shield option to really close the mid-range between themselves and Waffle. That burn knuckle,
side B
though,
was excellent.
good call out. Yeah.
That bug knuckle is so active and it travels such a long distance. That entire space
strong as
is
hell,
where
too.
typically Sonic wants to go to charge side B. Right? And that's just like a big call out.
All right, though, a little bit of dashing back and forth for Waffle here. Sonic's ground movement is so good. Like, outside of just spin dash as a mobility tool, Sonic's raw movement is really, really threatening in a lot of instances. It's just we don't see it used a lot because spin dash does require setup. That was a great air dodge.
Oh my goodness, no! For the balloon up once again. That power wave could be so huge. Jaco wants it. Jaco smells it. One down tilt, one power geyser. That's all it's going to take.
Oh, that was it. That was a confirm right there. Didn't do the power geyser input correctly right after that. Can be a little bit tricky. Oh gosh.
That booger knuckle was so interesting. That time not going to be going, for the other version of the go. I forgot what it's called.
There's so many instances there where Jaco was able to end Waffles' stock with either confirming into Buster Wolf or off of F tilt, and also confirming off of Power Geyser out of up tilt, but instead not going to be taking it. It gives Waffle enough time to establish F smash, and now that's go off the board. There are no big confirms here besides maybe down tilt, burn knuckle, or jab power dunk.
Just gotta make sure you're avoiding those big hits. You gotta make sure you're avoiding a back hill, make sure you're avoiding an F smash here and there, and then you should be good to go. But if Terry does inevitably get close enough with the down tilt, that can easily be an up B to scoop it up. So Waffle is still not out of it quite yet. Dash attack won't do it. They need to get back to the stage.
Oh, that was a huge whip punish opportunity right there for Waffle, but not going to take it, just going to respect it right there. And I respect that too, honestly. They don't want to lose their stock just yet.
Yeah. Lovely down B, another power dunk, the old reliable, and just like that, they are even sent effectively. That homing attack, oh my goodness, that actually looked pretty punishable for Jaco, but maybe just not recognizing the situation.
All right, though, very solid damage being done to Waffle. It's about either killing Terry sub 100 or being able to really stay evasive enough afterwards, because Jaco has shown repeatedly what they can do with Go.
And look at this circle camping from Waffle right now, quite literally just running circles around Jaco, and this is exactly how you gotta play this matchup. When you have this big of a lead, all you need is a straight hit, a straight neutral in, then you get a back hit, then look, Jaco is suffering.
Nothing too strong out yet from Waffle. All right, Go is up on boards. This is going to be big damage from Jaco if Jaco can manage to land a hit here. It's all about Waffle staying evasive. We are creeping down to about 225, but I don't think we're going to be seeing a timeout.
You gotta respect that booger knuckle. That hitbox always goes a little bit longer. It's always a little bit more active than you think it is. I like that Jaco is slowing it down. They have 2 minutes. You don't need to force this approach, but eventually you're gonna have to.
Really, Waffle not trying to force the situation right here. We've seen most of the damage Jaco has been getting is off of these hard callouts right here,
but look,
Waffle,
with each power wave, Jaco is getting closer and closer.
Okay, that's a big dash tech. But I agree with this from Waffle. Don't go in when you don't need to. Just wait for the whiff.
Pushing a little bit too much for some of these power dunks. Jaco needs a cleaner and more gentle way to approach. Sometimes walking up and shielding is going to be the best bet. Just got to walk up slowly. Just got to be able to get the job done. Going to be shielding that F smash. Has the right idea.
This is huge. Oh my god.
Oh, buddy. Mamma mia.
One more of those. Waffle's done. This Waffle's gonna get burnt.
Ended up backing up. There's only 1 minute and 15 on the clock. Gets the down tilt, but that's the max spacing. So I don't think it was connected. It's too far away.
I think Bird Knuckle could have worked there though.
If that was a shield, that could have easily been it. So Jaco not wanting to commit a little bit too much. Oh god. Oh buddy.
1 minute left on the clock right here. Waffle with the slight percent lead. One big hit from Jaco could see out Waffle. Likewise though, for Waffle. And that's going to be the F smash punishing. Up angled F smash, stalking Terry right in the face after that whiffed power dunk.
Wow.
And that was Jaco losing their composure right there a little bit. Tried to go for that mid-range whiff punish by angling the power dunk in, but actually undershoots it just far enough to where Waffle has a perfect whiff punish set up given the hurtbox shifting Sonic does when he reels back his fist.
Anytime Waffle gets a whiff punish like that, I am now going to be dubbing it the Continental Breakfast.
Nice.
So Waffle did a really good job. I like the patience. So even though, I always wanted like defend Sonic players because everybody wants to talk about like how boring or uninteresting like Sonic plays when they started playing defensively. You need to understand that on a competitive level, you gotta do what you gotta do.
He needs it, Smile.
He needs it. There is no reason that you should be playing Terry's game. There is no reason that you should be running up to him and letting him play at all. Because all that you need to do is just back up. You got to know your win condition, which is timing them out, waiting for them to make the first approach, and you have a lead. So you got to do what you got to do. And I think Waffle did it pretty well.
You should be camping Terry as any character too, honestly. You know, your whole point is that he is a character where if you engage with him, he has great punish game. So don't engage with him. Wait for him to whiff.
Yep. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and cut to a quick little break. We'll see you guys in just a couple of minutes, so don't go anywhere quite yet. Gamers, my little PogChamps, welcome back. We go Grip Van Winkle going up against Bivers. Sean, how you feeling about this?
About this set in particular?
Yeah.
There are a lot of... Oh, I did a button check. Hold on now. Hold on now, Duramgar. But yeah, this set, We Fit versus Falco. Interesting. We see it quite a bit in our neck of the woods, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I've ever seen John Numbers versus Tilde ever. I feel like that would actually be something that you've seen a tad more than I have.
I have, and And, you know, the producer jumping in because he does, of course, produce the New York City events. John, won the most recent one. So, for, like, ledge play, if a Wii Fit does choose to play really, really defensively at ledge, which they don't necessarily always have to, you know, Shine as Falco is going to be the best friend just because of just how much space it occupies, how it just is able to smack back all those projectiles. Additionally, you can't really get away with deep breathing at the edge of the stage, or like really, really far away as much, just because of the threat of laser being able to poke you and hit you out of it. So this is not a matchup that you really have the luxury of playing as defensively in. And then, of course, when Falco is in, he gets to go ahead and do Falco things. So a lot of the game plan for Bivers is going to be, how do I get in? How do I actually get my advantage up? And then the game plan for Wii Fit is going to be, how do I get Falco off stage? And then how do I edge guard and ledge trap Falco? Which has an even more exploitable recovery than Fox.
It's true. It's going to be interesting. Wii Fit being pretty light leads me to believe that she is going to be dying pretty early, but that being said, there is counter edge guarding that Wii Fit can do, so I don't know how Falco will fare so much off stage. On stage, I do think lasers are really good tools. They will knock back the soccer ball, I believe, which is good. And they'll really be stalling a lot of that resource charging that we'll be seeing out of Rip Van Winkle for most of this set. But, of course, we do got the patented crouch, which is just a push-up.
And neutral B is going to be so good here. It's a little poke, it's a little, hey, what are you doing over there? You charging up your sun salutation? Quit it. No yoga.
No yoga allowed in my house.
Just a ban on stretching and physical activity. we play with
no being healthy
here.
here.
We have guns.
Ooh,
we play video games.
So I already like the ledge setups that Rip Van Winkle is doing with these soccer ball setups. If I'm Bivers, I would be very, very careful for a lot of these resources. You had deep breathing charged, you had sun salutation charged. You have to really be careful when it comes to these comeback mechanics.
Just going for the late hit down there. Now Bivers are just controlling the ledge so well. They keep on opting to go for the down air. I don't know how the spirit of Tilde has somehow infected every single Falco player, but that is how Tilde ledge traps, and I swear every Falco player I've seen recently has done the same.
Oh, yeah.
Drag down fair, up tilt, back air, beautiful stuff.
I like how Bivers has been opting to just stay evasive here. You know, not really trying to charge too much and using Falco's little slide zoning tools in both laser and shine. That being said, though, just by nature of deep breathing and how much more consistent damage, how much damage Wii Fit can do, Rip Van Winkle's finding themselves still up a little bit with no really strong need to approach right here.
Once again, the classic, the old reliable Wii Fit goal from ledge covers so much distance, so difficult to punish consistently at all. I like that like double jump shine just to be able to get back on. Not a whole lot that Wii Fit can do about that unless they just sit there and shield and respect it.
Oh, actually missing the header right there. This is interesting. I do like that Bivers seems to already understand the matchup. You know, we've seen Bivers as a very aggressive Falco in the past, who has tried to scrap quite a bit. But I think they know more than ever that they do have to respect Wii Fit in this instance right here. And it's looking good so far. Bivers doing a lot better job of just turtling Rip Van Winkle out and getting these combos off when they do manage to find their openings.
I really like the forward, but they did mess up on the execution just a little bit. That was supposed to be like a drag down so that they didn't get like the actual impact hitbox. Now, Beverly's finding themselves off stage. That laser was huge because of the way that it interrupted Rip Van Winkle.
That's the second time that's happened too with the turnaround. We are going to see the bear, though, coming out of shield right there from Rip Van Winkle. And not really too big of a deficit either. This is going to be huge damage. I cannot believe that air dodge, that neutral air dodge, actually didn't get picked up by another up tilt right there, since that's exactly what the second up tilt was supposed to punish right there. Either mashing out of disadvantage or air dodge. It was kind of wild.
Trying to just swat away some of those headers, dashing back and forth right now. Bivers just keeping away from Rip Van Winkle, but this is still anybody's game to take.
We are seeing a little bit of impatience out of Bivers, despite the fact they do have the percentage advantage right now. You know, they could just opt to keep using zoning tools, but instead trying to interact, and it could get them killed in a certain instance. Oh boy. Oh, that was a grab. No grab coming out from Bivers right there. Oh,
that was
God.
such a dangerous side B, but sometimes it can be deceptively safe. Unfortunately, not finding 2 hits of the neutral air, but Rip Van Winkle at the right spacing and timing to still shield the reflected sun salutation. Oh, gosh.
That could have been legitimately an F smash.
Wow.
But that Soccer Ball not going to do it just yet. Doesn't hit as hard as people think it does, even at
Rip Van
higher
Winkle had
percents.
it. That was the jump call out. That failure was it. But then he just misspaced it.
Oh my God. What an F smash. You usually don't see that as a whiff punish option because of the hurt box shifting and because of the end lag on Wii Fit Trainer's moves. Bivers able to get that F smash punish, and I feel like that was Rip Van Winkle's game, Dara. I feel like they were able to close it out right there. They just missed the pivotal moment.
They had the lead too. They had everything that they needed, but then the one part that they messed up on was the spacing and the timing on catching jump from ledge. Forwarder, even though it is a really generous hitbox in a lot of other places, it is a little bit more precise than some people give it credit for. And, you know, punishing jumps from ledge and ultimate is hard. Because
It is.
people have so much control over the drift.
It's true. Bivers played really well that game, I gotta say. You know, there were certain situations where Rip Van Winkle kind of failed to capitalize, but I also liked how Bivers was just respecting, you know, the ranged options that Rip Van Winkle had in their disposal. I love the shines, I love the lasers. Bivers played that really, really well.
So yeah, going into game number 2, honestly, this really seemed like the game. They just got to tighten up the execution just a little teeny tiny bit. But they
Still
did
whittle.
everything. They did everything else correctly. So not much else to be said. Just want to
I
see how game 2
agree.
goes.
And that is going to be the lead growing ever so more slowly. If Bivers does take the set, it puts George Washington University in a very scary position right here because they are going to be down a pretty considerable amount.
Yep.
The last player would have to win by such an overwhelming metric if Bivers does take this game. That almost nigh impossible, I feel like. But either way, it's not over just yet. We're going back to FD. We've been seeing a lot of FD in this series, Dara.
I love how delayed that reflected header was too.
That was ridiculous.
It looked so funny. That jab, like even though it grounds the opponent, it's barely plus on hit. You can kind of mash out of it and reset the situation. So getting the barely of it is honestly sometimes not even favorable.
All right, Bivers has Rip Van Winkle in a really good spot here. Falco's ledge trap game, not too bad. Dare is a really, really scary, deceptive option that can catch neutral get up. I think it can even catch roll if you drift back enough and the roll is short enough. It can catch jump from ledge too if you're too eager with it early with the sour spot, so beware of that move.
One thing though, I feel like Rip Van Winkle is not going for a lot of grounded options, especially in the form of any F tilt or any dash grabs.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, there's one.
There it is. As soon as I say it.
And sometimes you got to adapt, right? Sometimes you have to, like, you're presented this problem in these slower matchups. You're like, okay, you have more time to think about how exactly you're going to solve these problems. That was so funny. The wind box.
That's the funniest bait of all. The hitbox is still active. If that hits your shield, you're not safe yet.
There's also the wind box of the Salute the Sun, though, because the Salute the Sun does have a slight wind box where it blows ever so gently out. So it did push the soccer ball into Bivers right there.
And you know Refits love going through that too. It
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
often actually connect, but when they see the funny header just slowly drift back in, it is one of the most amusing sights to behold. But beautiful up smash from Bivers, evening up the stop down, 40% can be easily made up.
Ooh, boy.
Oh, okay. Falling out of neutral is a little unfortunate.
Oh, my. That could have been pretty big right there. I mean, Barry, that Barry does not last too long, but it's still a good way for Rip Van Winkle to really kind of establish a little bit more for themselves. Bivers, though, with these combos, applying so much damage. Oh, low behind.
Classic.
Yeah, the classic. That really is the classic. It works, though, in these high-pressure situations where you're respecting your opponent a lot. You just kind of stay in shield. You don't want to get hit by anything too strong.
And the biggest issue of like respecting your opponent a little bit too much, that's when you start locking yourself into those defensive options. That is when you start the issue is not shielding, but the issue is holding onto that shit for so long.
no.
With the second spike, the double jump down air is going to be able to dunk Bivers all the way to the blast zone. And just like that, Rip taking the win.
That was really smart, too, by Rip, because I don't know if you noticed, Ara, but Bivers has been opting to go for counter edge guards consistently throughout this entire set. And every single time Rip Van Winkle stayed on stage and opted to do soccer ball, that was really the first time Rip Van Winkle decided to go off stage and try to go for any sort of edge guard, which is crazy because Weefit has some pretty solid edge guarding. That dare is scary off stage with how precise it is.
Weefit has 3 spikes. I don't know who gave it to her, but she has side B and she has forward which spikes and she has down and she has all sorts of little funny deceptive hitboxes and header. Weefit is not a character that you want to go out there and edge guard unless you are 100% confident that A, you're getting back to the stage, or B, you are getting this hit. And it's not often that that actually happens because Weefits do everything in their power to make it as difficult for you to edge guard them as possible.
So we are going into a game 3. I feel like this is the most game 3s we've seen in a series, although that's... Yeah, pretty much. This is like, we've already had 2 game 3s already. Or 1 game 3 already. So this is another game 3. This series just seems to be going on and on. And it's because of these more slower paced matches, I feel like, we're seeing out of these players. But we are going to Smashville, which is going to lead to a little bit more interactivity right here. And oh my god, Bivers is scaring me. Oh my god!
Consecutive up tilt and trying to finish it off with an up air. If you neutral air dodge there too, it's like you don't even have that much that you can do because you'll still probably get hit.
Rip Van Winkle has been opting to go for that too consistently every single time. That was the first time they've managed to hit that throughout the entire set.
I'm not really sure what that sun salutation was supposed to be, but that definitely looked like it was unintentional. Right now, just going to be looking for a grab. Maybe just want to get the dash grab instead. Now, going to be looking for a way to be able to edge guard Rip Van Winkle, and that down air is going to be able to do it.
Such a potent edge guarding tool, and it seems like Rip Van Winkle has finally, been like, okay, well, you're just going to keep recovering. Like, Falco has a very linear recovery. Side B and up B are both very linear moves that are very easily edge guarded if you're able to predict where Falco is going to use them initially, because you can either trade with them or just simply win with your hitbox if you deploy it early enough.
And by the way, I would love to note that this is a very pivotal game for Bivers or Rip Van Winkle to win because it can define how much of a deficit you play on in the next and final set between these two schools. So this is a really, really crucial game to win. You got to get that lead. You got to secure it.
And it all goes back to that early lead established by Pango at the beginning, with double 2 stocks, getting a whole 6 points on board at the beginning. That 6 points is, barely keeping Siena College alive right now. So if Bivers can close this out, it puts a much harder ball in George Washington's court. But if Rip Van Winkle wins this set with at least 1 stock to spare, it's going to be, I believe, all evened up at that point. So scary stuff right here.
That jab mix-up, that jab into the grab. Oh my goodness, Bivers is mixing, looking like a bit of a KitchenAid right now. All they need is 1 down tilt. They need a forward or a back heel and up tilt, anything.
Ooh, no. The soccer ball actually stopped Bivers from going up for a double jump back air right there. That could have been huge right there to nail the stock off. We're trying to see a kill throw here from one of these two, but Rip Van Winkle not managing to get the back throw right there. I don't think it would kill yet, but...
I like that Bivers is not like overcommitting. Like they're not dashing in because they know that they can easily run into the sun salutation, almost reflecting the header right back at Rip Van Winkle. Somebody take the stock, please.
What a roll back right there from Bivers. I feel like they gave up stage control for that one, and that allowed Rip Van Winkle enough breathing room to get back on. Still 147, pretty high. That's going to be another stock off. Its last stock. Game 3. This could go to either player right now. This has been such a neck and neck set this entire time. We do have deep breathing back on board though, so Bivers is gonna have to be careful.
33%, maybe trying to go for that pivot, cancel up tilt a little bit too far back to be able to get it. Really, really ambitious stuff.
Oh god, that was almost so scary.
And it is. Off of that 1 commitment, they're off stage. They took, a whole bunch of percent, and now they're just scrambling to just slow down the pace of the game.
Rip Van Winkle got a lot of early damage off on Bivers, and Bivers is still getting chipped out here and there, so gotta be very careful. I'm liking these lasers occasionally, but each laser only doing about 2 damage. You need something more substantial here, and here's a Falco combo coming out. They dropped it pretty early, though, honestly. That up tilt could have led into something more.
I like that bit of a fade back. That double jump was so smart because then a good Van Winkle was able to slow it down. I don't think that side B would have been too punishable by any.
Oh my god! I thought we were gonna see a counter edge guard right there. Dara went down there.
Was that it? Oh, no deep breathing on deck. That deep breathing F tilt might have done it.
Good double jump right there from Bivers. I feel like up B would have given Rip Van Winkle enough time, but one F tilt here. Or up air? Wow. That's deep breathing is something, man.
Work on your coordination.
Thanks, Sweet Fit.
Thanks, Fit.
Thanks, Sweet Fit.
That's like more insulting than any other character. Like even like Robin or Lucina going, how can you protect Chrom if you can't even protect yourself? Like I feel like that's less
disrespectful. Why does he sound so condescending? Why does he sound so much better than
Let's
you,
work
like,
on your coordination. All right.
Let's work on your coordination. Like,
Sure.
all right, bud.
All right, pal. You just beat me. You just beat me up. Why? I can't work on anything right now. I'm dead. I'm gone.
This man just beat me up with yoga moves and talks to me about my coordination. I'm done. I'm retiring. I'm giving back my smash envelope. I'm out of there. I'm like, hey, somebody else could take this spot. Till with a bunch of guys like these. Why does WeFit say that?
I don't know. Either way, though, one stock. So that is going to be an additional 2 points going on. I believe that is going to tie us up at 11-11. So this next set, dead even, is going to determine this entire series. This is probably the closest series we have gotten to cast so far. But either way, we will see you guys in the 5th set very soon. Let's cut to a short break.
Gamers, Pog Champs, and everybody else. Hope you're all having a lovely evening thus far. We're transitioning into our final set of the evening for these two schools. We still have another 2 sets of schools coming up after this. But we got Hooks, who got presenting GW, going up against Knight from Siena. We got an 11-11. We need... This is gonna be a hype set.
Still laughing because You were like, gamers, PogChamps, and everyone else. Either way, yes, this is going to be very high. I have no clue who Hooks plays, but I know Knight, one of the stronger candidates, I believe, on Siena, playing Shulk still, I believe, unless they have transitioned to some other character. This is going to be a doozy. This has been a pretty even matchup between both schools so far, and this is truly going to be the whole enchilada, to put it bluntly. So, curious to see how this is going to go. It could go either way, literally, with how evenly matched these two schools have been. And I am what the kids call excited for this next set.
I would feel like more than just the kids would call you that.
That's just what they've been saying.
Who's they?
The kids.
Sean, every single time you were here, you try to be relevant to the kids. Every time.
I'm not old.
Make an appeal.
I'm not old. Do you see any gray hairs?
Hey, chat. Press 1.
Do you see any wrinkles?
Press 1 at fame.
I still have acne. I still voice crack sometimes. I'm up to date on the current trends and memes.
Where's the match? I want to see the match.
Give us the match.
I want to
Where's
see
the
some
match?
Smash gameplay.
Facts. I'm tired of this Zoomer lecturing me on what it means to be young. Alright? Put me in the video game. Have you ever seen a Scooby-Doo movie where they go to Cyber Chase? Where they have to fight the computer virus in the video game?
Yeah, I did a long time ago.
It's a good movie. Garfield! You know Chris Pratt is voicing Garfield in a new Garfield animated movie? That's a real fact.
I'm trying so hard.
Can you imagine Chris Pratt as Garfield? Chat, can you imagine Chris Pratt as Garfield?
Honestly, yeah.
I can't even imagine him as Mario.
So we got Garfield, aka Chris Pratt, going up against the emo kid.
Chris Pratt, yes! Versus Knight. And yeah, Shulk, Incineroar, my god. I cannot think of a more horrible matchup to undergo. But I've seen a lot of crazy Incineroar players lately doing some insane stuff. So, you know, you got Revenge, very good mechanic right there for making comebacks and such. So if I were Knight, I would tread carefully because although this matchup is definitely Shulk favored, you cannot sleep on the cat.
Not at all, but look how confidently Knight is just able to space out through disjoints. As soon as they get that boss through back here, F-Tilt, there could be so much damage, but that neutral is barely stuffing out the side B. Is that going to be able to get the kill? Yes, it is.
No way.
Wow.
I'm sorry, I think that was a little bit of misty eye. I feel like that should not be killing center stage.
Maybe it shouldn't be like
No shot.
speaking. But it's also Incineroar, so sometimes
Incineroar.
even if it shouldn't, it do be that way. But that being said,
Character's a grappler. Grapplers are scary. In any other fighting game, they do a lot of damage off of the correct interaction right there, and a lowland whip is your circle input.
Yep.
You gotta be careful.
Just backing up a little bit. You know what? It's so difficult to punish any of these jumps from Knight because Incineroar is so slow, and Knight keeps opting to jump from so far away. So the game plan is jump, aerial, falling, aerial, and, you know, Hooks is not having a good time with it.
Oh my god, that might actually kill. Because Shulk was in Smash Art right there, Smash Art, for those of you who don't know, Shulk takes more knockback, I believe, when he's in Smash Art, or more damage, or both, I don't know. He changes colors.
And he takes a lot more
Knockback, yeah. I just remembered it. No one outside of the us casting informed me that it's just knockback.
Wow.
That was excellent. Excellent forward throw right there. Looking good for Knight this game one, you know. As long as they don't get hit by any more Revenge Alolan Whips, they should be looking pretty good.
But it's so difficult to just even initiate as Incineroar is the thing because Hooks has struggled so much to even find like a single one of these side Bs. Gets the down throw in Buster into the F tilt already 51, 67%, and climbing. Knight is wow. Knight's momentum is unstoppable.
He's looking good. The simple jump aerial is doing good because Incineroar is a character that doesn't really have a lot of options outside of his own little range. Like the biggest range option he has is a Alolan Whip, which is a commitment.
That killed?
That killed. It's Smash Art. Smash Art does increase knockback. I don't know if you were here, but it's good. It's a good art. It allows Shulk to cheat. Allows him to hack the mainframe. You ever seen movies where they ask the nerdy guy, you're like, can you hack
What
this?
percent?
He's
What
like, I'm working
percent
on
did
it
that
right
hit?
now. We need 2 minutes.
First of all,
2
that
minutes
was a
is good
grounded option. So Hooks had the good idea, but I guess the Y acceleration wasn't fast enough to get past the F tilt. 91. At 91, they just got F tilted.
Oh, his little toe. Some cats don't like having their nails clipped. And neither does Incineroar.
All I can think about is like a Tom and Jerry sound effect of Tom. Like Tom screaming in pain.
Tom and Jerry was hype. I don't think I
Honestly,
appreciated it enough as a child.
I really wish Devin still had the soundboard so that so we could hear like Tom screaming
I need Tom to scream.
when that F tilt connected. It has to happen.
He caught his whittle toe. Either way, though, game 1 going to Knight. That was nice. That was good.
Thank you. That was my best impersonation of it. Also, conveniently, a really good Marge Simpson impression.
Also, Toad.
Yeah, no, listen. My accents and my impressions are multi-purpose, okay?
That's right.
Every now and then, I could just do, me. You know, there's a lot that can be done with that. I'm Toad! You know, like, it's fine. It's like, it does the job. It does the job that it needs to.
You astound me every time you talk into the microphone. And I hope others feel the same way. If you've enjoyed the commentary, you can follow Duramgar at Duramgaria on Twitter. You can also follow me at Fan9S. We both tweet. We both say some stuff. We both talk about many video games. Also follow our technical director at House of 3000 or at Devin3000 on Twitter. He is funny, and he is the boss of New York. And
When you go to New York after you just beat everybody up, Devin's at the top.
you meet Devin.
You meet Devin, and he's just like
You unlock
standing.
the Devin boss fight.
He's like standing on like a computer tower or something,
That's
like
right.
with one leg on it. Okay, game 2. Let's talk a little bit about what we saw last game. What really happened was Knight kind of got away with jumping a lot. So going to a slightly smaller stage, like small battlefield, is definitely going to be in your favor. But now, as Hooks, you need to figure out what does Knight want. Knight wants to jump, Knight wants to back heel, Knight wants to falling fair. So do you punish the jump? Do you punish the startup of the jump? Do you punish it falling, or do you just respect it?
I think Hooks has to start farming more revenge. Like they did right there. Like a lot of Shulk's hits are very deliberate on you. He comes in with either landing aerials almost every single time. And Hooks has a fantastic lead so far, and it seems like they're doing just that. You know, Knight has to start respecting these revenges and start either trying to bait them out or, you know, just grab them.
As soon as Hook sees that jump, they can just, you know what, they can press revenge. Because 9 times out of 10, Knight has opted to go for a falling aerial in that position. Going through maybe a little bit too bold of a counter there, and once again, that revenge is just stacking on.
Oh yeah. That's going to be a big punish right there as you see 106. Lowland Whip is no joke. I believe that's no double jump. Yeah, and Hooks is looking fantastic this game. If they do manage to get this 3 stock, they can actually take away the lead with just this game.
Knight keeps on swinging, and Hooks keeps on revenging, but that time around slowed it down, got themselves the time that they needed just to react, and then found the punish on the revenge. Once again, really good neutralities, but you can't be going for
What?
this.
Did you see how much damage that dash attack did?
Yeah, a lot.
From like, what, 20 to 60? Alright, so that is going to be a stock for Knight. It's still Shulk at the end of the day. I like how Knight has been opting to go off stage for more edge guards, because Incineroar's recovery requires a little bit of setup.
Look how Knight is now a little bit too scared to go for the immediate falling aerial, so now they're starting to delay it. My question is, how is Hooks going to counter-adapt to this?
What a
And they get the
call-out!
jump lead, and Knight did not get the shield arts up in time, off by just a couple of frames.
Wow.
Wow.
So this is going to game 3. Very quick game right there, I gotta say. That did not feel very long at all. Knight getting called out for that high recovery. I don't know why they don't opt to just go to ledge. I know jump is like really good for just circumventing ledge game, but there's really not a lot Incineroar has to really deal with Shulk's recovery besides revenging overshoots and doing falling fair if Knight ends up too high. So I feel like ledge should be something Knight considers a lot more because they got called out for jumping a lot that game.
You need to slow it down. You need to like just know the safe places that you can jump and still try to bait out the revenge, and then you drop down and try to grab into or something along those lines. But Knight is opting to play this really aggressively, and Hooks has adapted to that really well.
But yeah, we are going to be seeing a game 3 right here. I'm very excited. This could go literally either way. It does not matter who wins this game. The winner of this game will be winning the entire series for their school, because with a set win, you get 2 points. So you just win.
So either of these two, no matter how many stocks with the lead that they win, whoever wins the game is going to win the set. So the pressure is on going forward. So really the biggest thing is I just want to see Knight be able to approach a little bit more gently, instead of always like putting the pedal to the metal, like foot on the gas, 110% at all times, just jumping and jumping and jumping in constantly.
Oh,
Sometimes you can afford to just let it breathe a little bit.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous for both of these schools. Both these schools really want this real bad, and Hooks showed some great adaptation after game 1 into game 2. So game 3, I want to see how Knight is going to adapt back. Who is going to end up taking it? Mistakes are honestly critical here, because these are both characters with crazy good punish game.
Okay, so they're letting you right back to small battlefield and take a look. Hooks already got one stack of revenge that did 50%.
Oh my god!
50%.
Why?
Because, listen, we're looking like a playground because Knight is swinging.
It's true. Too many swings on this playground. Someone's going to get hurt.
Gotta take him down. Gotta take it down for safety reasons.
It's one of those city swings
my
too, where
goodness.
they don't have like sand or like rubber. They just have like asphalt at the bottom of it, which is dangerous.
I like the
Scrape
idea
your
to go for up B out of shielder. That was an interesting choice nonetheless, but now Hooks just needs any hit to be able to take the stock. Sets up the tech piece. Is that going to be the echo? No!
No way! Okay, I was going to say that was a big whiff by both of them right there. I think Knight had the right idea there, but didn't fully commit to the idea.
And I think Hooks got stuck in like a bit of analysis paralysis, but either way, Shulk up tilt going to be enough to be able to close it out. And now we're back at evens.
All right, though, Knight just being careful. I think letting these aerials linger just a little bit to see if Hooks is going to go for these revenges. And they have been. They've been trying to catch these falling aerials consistently, but it's looking like Knight is mixing up the timing just a little bit now and just keeping Hooks out. Hooks just keeps trying to commit to a lowland whip here.
Gets the up tilt. That one is not going to be able to take the stock, but the next one definitely will. Revenging the first hit of up air. Oh my goodness.
Oh, God. Wow, that's being able to armor through that. That was wild. That must have been like max range right there for the Alolan Whip, and this is scary for Knight. One more revenge Alolan Whip, that could be potentially a stock or something like that. We do have the smash art out. I love the empty hop grab right there from Knight.
That's going to be able to do it, but I feel like against Incineroar, especially with the kind of momentum that Hooks is playing with, you are never, ever safe. So Knight needs to still play this as meticulously as they have up until this point.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, not actually going to get the input correctly, and that's not going to be a kill yet for Hooks. Hooks really needs to not miss those. Like, this is pretty much do or die for them right now on last stock at 53%, which versus Shulk, not really a lot to work with.
And again, just keeps on opting to go for the vertical timing instead of just going to the side, which I don't know, I can't help but feel like that's a bit of a misplay.
Oh, Lord. This could be dangerous, though. I also haven't seen really... I think Hooks has made it very clear that they want to go for a Alolan Whip for most of these punishes. We haven't really seen any other quick options like aerials or any up smashes out of shield either coming from Hooks. But this is last stock. It's Incineroar. Revenge is a factor. This could go either way at this point.
You gotta be able to account for the extra knockback that you deal. Constantly somehow avoiding all these hits of the smash shot. Tries to go through the Hail Mary F smash there, and now Knight is getting quite punished for it.
Okay, big grab coming out from Knight right here. No arts to really help them out of this situation. 72. One good read, honestly, from Hooks. That could be pretty pivotal right here.
Those retreating feathers are so safe, so difficult to be able to punish. And Hooks a little bit too far back, not going to be snapping to the ledge.
Jump?
What a tragedy.
What happened? Either way, though, Siena College closing it out over George Washington. What a close set between these two players, getting caught for the roll in. Did use their double jump right there. I feel like up B wasn't the right option there. I feel like side B into maybe slightly drifting forward and then doing up B afterwards. I don't know if that would have helped at all, or maybe an air dodge after that, after the side B. Who's to say? I feel like that recovery was doable. In fact, I feel like Hook should have gone for side B first before committing to that double jump, but maybe it was just a panic option because they thought they were about to die.
But that
So tragic.
being said, congratulations to Siena College for being able to close it out in a nail-biting Game 3 last stock, last hit scenario. Maybe ending a little bit anticlimactically, but that's okay. Somehow, that's how it be.
That's how it be.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened there.
So close. So are we getting an interview with
We'll find out if we're going to be doing
right
an interview in just a second. But with that being said, we're going to quickly cut to a little break in the meantime while we do figure that out. So don't go anywhere quite yet. Hello, my little pug champs, and welcome back. We have the victor, the MVP. We have Knight representing Siena College. How are you feeling today?
Oh, I'm feeling great. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, happy to have you. So, no, specifically after that set, considering it was like, even points, last game, last hit, what do you think really got you through that game?
At the very end, I knew I could do it. Game one, I took it pretty easily. Game two, I got hit by a bunch of just like, I want to say pretty dumb stuff. And I was just getting like a little nervous. But then game three, I just put it together, realized, hey, I can't get hit by this. I gotta watch out for revenge. And then just like I need to play solid, and then just get through it.
Yeah, you managed to clutch it out really nicely. You guys have been showing, your strength just in this entire season so far. What do you think is really the X factor for you guys? What is pushing you guys week in and week out to keep clutching out these W's?
I think we just like believe in each other. We're just like we all just sit around each other. We just like give each other tips and help each other out. We have two great players. We have a bunch of great players with us. We're very well rounded. We have myself, Pango. We got Waffle, Bivers, Ascend. All of them. They're all great. Nobody's just like straight up bad. I think we're just very well rounded, and we got like our star players too.
Nice.
So, I'm curious about something. So you guys are like all in like the same room together when you play, right?
Yeah. We have a townhouse. It's me and Captain Mike. We have a townhouse together, and we just instead of like going to the Mac place where we usually go, we could say, "Hey, come to our house," and we all sit next to each other. And we'll play.
Nice.
So what was the environment like? Like I assume like everybody like was watching. So did you feel tense? How did you feel during that last set?
During that last set, obviously I was a bit nervous. Like when there's something on the line, you're always gonna have that little bit of this nervous feeling around you. But I had my guys behind me. I like it quiet when I'm playing, so I'm just like, hey guys, if you're gonna talk to me, do it in between matches. But once I'm playing, I'm focused. So, and then just like having my guys behind me, just to back me up. It was great.
Nice.
It's got to be locked in. I get that too. Sometimes I get very distracted by things that are happening around me as well. So I'm glad you were able to get that focus and clutch it out. Any people you want to shout out in particular? Just people that you know personally or just in general that helped you guys or any support that you guys have been receiving to push you through each week?
Other than everybody on the team, they do great. Like I said, everyone, I trust in my team. I believe in all of them. Other than that, I just will give a shout out to Santana. She's been like a big help around here. Helps organize stuff for esports. I know she's doing her best and she's a bit busy now, but she's great.
Tight. It's dope.
Awesome. With that being said, I do believe I don't have too many more questions left. Just want to say, hey, hope you guys do great for the rest of the season. You guys have been killing it as of late, especially you guys are like one of the scariest competitors out there. So, just, good luck and thank you so much for being here with us.
Yeah, thank you too.
And with that being said, we are going to be closing it out for these two schools. We have two more sets of schools ahead of us, so don't go anywhere quite yet. And peace out, guys. We'll see you in a few minutes.